Alright guys, we are in motion. But where are we in motion to and where are we at? Y'all hang tight and I'll let you know.
T-bone roars like a thunderstorm blast. Engine growling as the trees rush past. Wheels on fire carve the mountain's face. The legend rides with a reckless grace. T-bone shadow cuts the sky through the peaks where...
Alright, so guys, we are getting ready to hit the Cherahalla Skyway. Out on Big Papa, got R1, Milkman, JR, got Little John. Hoping that we don't get wet. 10 miles to the Cherahalla Parkway. Cherahalla. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's getting to enjoy some weather anyway to where they can ride. I know the weatherman has now threatened that we're supposed to have some rain coming in toward the end of the week, so I hope they missed that, but welcome back. Hope everybody is doing good as we're moving on into the end of the rainy season, hopefully. Which I can't complain. We ain't had a whole lot of rain here as of last few days anyway. Get my boon situated here. Pretty ride right here. Cherahalla. I know Jerry, was it? I think it was Jerry, Journey of Jerry, was saying that he rode to Cherahalla last week and got wet. So I'm hoping we don't get wet this week. But y'all hang tight and I'll bring you back once we hit the Skyway. Oh man, guys, I hope we don't get wet. That's what I'm hoping for. But I hope everybody's doing good. I know I haven't been around on YouTube here much lately. Everything going on. Just been trying to keep a video. I know I said I was going to take some time off, but the weather kind of broke to where I could do a little riding and get some video shot. So thought I'd take advantage of it while I could. Oh man, just got done eating at a little place in Robbinsville. I don't even know what the name of the restaurant is, Southern Gals or something like that. It was all right. I mean, I wouldn't want to eat there all the time. I had the chicken club sandwich. It was all right. Nothing to write home about though. My wife had the Philly, R1 had the Philly, said it wasn't nothing to write home about. So, but what's that shade tree always says? It'll make a turd, so I guess that's good enough. Now, you put out a good video a couple Mondays talking about, he rode out and you could see Mount Hood off in the distance. Beautiful ride and a beautiful area. If it starts raining, guys, we may have to take the camera off here. I don't want to lose the camera behind some rain or microphone, so I'll have to pop everything off. But we're about to hit the junction here. I always try to make sure I keep all my riders with me. If I got 5, I want to keep 5, 4, whatever. Cherahalla from Robbinsville to Tellico Plains, 51 miles. But man, you're talking about a pretty 51 miles. This is, because y'all who've been on the channel for a while, been with me, y'all know the Cherahalla, one of my absolute favorite rides to do. I usually try to do it once or twice a year, at least once a year if I can. And this, usually toward the very end of spring, late April, or late May, I usually try to do it before May's over with, but just didn't pan out that time. So we're, of course, after the 4th of July, we're up here. This year flying by 6 months have already just gone. 2025 just flying by. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna back out of here and quit talking. We're gonna shoot some content, get this ride going here. So y'all hang tight.
T-Bone grabbed his hat, said, "It's time to go out to the hills where the whispers grow. Bigfoot's out there, he's got a tale to tell. In the shadow of the mountains where the echoes dwell. Oh, T-Bone search, it ain't no game. Bigfoot's got footprints, but no one's seen his name. Legends in the woods where the moonlight gleams. Two shadows cross paths in the land of dreams." He packed his old guitar and a jar of shine. Said Bigfoot's got rhythm, gonna make him mine. Through the pines and the hollows where the stories breathe. T-Bone's on a mission with a trick up his sleeve. The slide guitar hums like the wind through the trees. T-Bone's laugh carries on the midnight breeze. Bigfoot's howl, or was it just the night? Two legends moving in the Appalachian light. Oh, T-Bone search, it ain't no game. Bigfoot's got footprints, but no one's seen his name. Legends in the woods where the moonlight gleams. Two shadows cross paths in the land of dreams. He packed his old guitar and a jar of shine. Said Bigfoot's got rhythm, gonna make him mine. Through the pines and the hollows where the stories breathe. T-Bone's on a mission with a trick up his sleeve. They say he found him, but no one can say. Did they share a drink, or did Bigfoot stray? The truth's in the woods where the old roots lie. T-Bone keeps walking with a twinkle in his eye. They say he found him, but no one can say. Did they share a drink, or did Bigfoot stray? The truth's in the woods where the old roots lie. T-Bone keeps walking with a twinkle in his eye. T-Bone keeps walking with a twinkle in his eye. They say he found him, but no one can say. Did they share a drink, or did Bigfoot stray? The truth's in the woods where the old roots lie. T-Bone keeps walking with a twinkle in his eye. T-Bone keeps walking with a twinkle in his eye. They say he found him, but no one can say. Did they share a drink, or did Bigfoot stray? The truth's in the woods where the old roots lie. T-Bone keeps walking with a twinkle in his eye. They say he found him, but no one can say. Did they share a drink? T-Bone grabbed his hat, said, "It's time to go out to the hills where the whispers grow. Bigfoot's out there, he's got a tale to tell. In the shadow of the mountains where the echoes dwell. Oh, T-Bone search, it ain't no game. Bigfoot's got footprints, but no one's seen his name. Legends in the woods where the moonlight gleams. Two shadows cross paths in the land of dreams. He packed his old guitar and a jar of shine. Said Bigfoot's got rhythm, gonna make him mine. Through the pines and the hollows where
And I'll tell you something, with this motley crew, you stop and you hit the record button, you gotta be careful what you record. Oh, because there's no telling what you're going to hear. Oh man, that temperature's already starting to cool off. We're just that pull off there, we were at the 3,100 foot mark. Cherahalla summit's out at 5,000 foot. Well, a little over 5,000 foot actually. It's about 5,300 foot. Tell the difference in the temperature too as you climb. Starts cooling off real nice. If you were going to come this area and tour, of course everybody talks about the Dragon, and the Dragon's fun. I love riding the Dragon too. But the Cherahalla Skyway is the ride. The $1 Million Highway, they call it. Of course, if you are new to my channel here, I've ridden this bike road. I've probably recorded on it 3 or 4 times now. Never gets old though. Love riding on the Cherahalla. But Little John and his wife Shannon, this is their first time being on Cherahalla. So I'm trying to give them the full tourist experience, which might be, this might be the one. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for right here. This is the one with the platform. Y'all hang tight just a minute. Yeah, this is a good looking view here, guys. One of the views on the Cherahalla here. Of course, we'll get to tell. You're probably 3,500 now.
Yeah, I think we can get 3,700 up here. You can see that hillbilly over there making him squeal like a pig.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
T-bone rides through the midnight haze. Engine growls like a beast ablaze. The Reaper's shadow rides his rear, whispering truths no man should hear. Riding with the Reaper on a road so cold, tire scream stories that ain't been told. Steel horse running when the wild winds blow. I dance with the devil in the moonlight's glow. Leather jacket creaks as he leans to turn, eyes like embers that refuse to burn. The Reaper grins with a bony hand, guiding the throttle to the promised land. Oh, riding with the Reaper on a road so cold, tire scream stories that ain't been told. Steel horse running where the wild winds blow. I dance with the devil in the moonlight's glow. Gravel flies like the sparks of fate. The Reaper whispers it's never too late. T-Bone smirks, his grip holds tight, saying, not tonight, man, not tonight. The highway hums like a funeral hymn. The Reaper's patience starts to dim, but T-Bone's laughter fills the air, daring death 'cause he don't care. funeral hymn. The reaper's patience starts to dim, but T-Bone's laughter.
Yeah, 4,000 feet, guys. Start telling the difference with a carbureted motorcycle. Once you start climbing an elevation like that, you can start feeling it in your carburetor. Your bike starts running a little sluggish at around the 3,000 foot mark. A lot of campers. A lot of people were up for the holiday and camped for a couple of weeks. Now they're headed out. Usually I see more motorcycles, which we saw a few, but usually any time of the week you come to the Cherry Hollow, there's usually bikes everywhere. Try to keep up with JR riding back there on that 81 Heritage, or not 81, but he's riding on a Heritage Softail. 81 years old, and he can still throw his leg over a motorcycle and ride. I don't even know if I'll be alive at 81, but man, I hope at 81 I can still throw a leg across a motorcycle and ride. A lot of them old iron butts are moving on now. They're leaving us. We're getting to be the old timers now. Squirrel. He made it, but barely. Milkman just about got him. Me and R1 were riding on the Dragon, and I didn't have a camera on. Of course, this is, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4. Snake came out chasing a frog across the road. I told her, I said, nobody gonna believe that anyway. But that snake was giving that frog a run for his money. Scared the crap out of us. I looked back through my left-hand mirror just in time to see that frog go over the edge with the snake right behind him. Yeah, I'm still like shooting content on the DJI. I'm still enjoying not being tethered. The GoPro does good on the chest. When I put it on the chest mount, it does real good. I'm enjoying working with this Osmos Pocket 3. If you're new here, I'm shooting on a DJI Osmos Pocket 3. Slickhead Custom was the first one I seen with it. He talked it up and I had to go buy me one. And I've been very pleased with this camera. Microphone works good, the camera works good. I mean, I've been very well pleased with the service with this camera. But of course, you know, the GoPro, it's the beginning of the party was the GoPro. Slow down just a little bit, let everybody catch up. Climbing the elevation here. I know Hooligan was talking about trying to get his tire on, and I think he said he was going to, in the timeline, that'll be this coming Friday. They're calling for pretty wicked weather, I think, which we had planned on trying to ride the Tail of the Dragon Friday, but I don't know if it's going to come bad weather. May have to skip that ride. Do it next time. Mile 10.0. It's hard to tell it and translate it through the camera, just the elevation. I wasn't even going to record this ride, but I thought, you know what, I can take the DJI, hook it to the bars, and I can enjoy the ride. Talk if I want to, play some music if I want to. I appreciate all the support from everybody who's, you know, being patient. We'll have cryptid content coming back. We'll be continuing on with the cryptid content here pretty soon. Actually, I don't want to say for a fact, but the next episode after this one might actually be a cryptid video. Just have to see how it plays out in the timeline. I've had a couple of ideas and stuff that I want to do. Of course, I do want to stay with the cryptid content. I do enjoy making it. Little ASMR for you there, drinking Mountain Dew. But yeah, I do want to stick with the cryptid content. I've had a couple of ideas about other stuff that I wanted to do. May incorporate some of the. I'd mentioned in a few videos back talking about doing something like calling stories from the tailgate or whatever, where I just kind of sit down on the tailgate of the truck, talk cryptids or whatever. Tell you what, when you get up here on top of this mountain and you get out the sun, you get away from the sun a little bit, you can really tell the difference in the temperature. It clouds up and that temperature drops about 5 degrees every time. And then when the sun comes back out, it don't seem like it warms back up the way it did before the sun went in. But we're getting pretty close to the summit now. Just a great ride, great day, great people to ride with. I got to get Jazz out and ride her. Since I've cleaned her up, I haven't ridden her. I just cleaned her up, parked her, and put her up. I don't know how to do. I guess I did one episode on Jazz with the chest mount and the DJI, and that worked out. Seemed to work out pretty good. That was the new off-road video I did. I had put the DJI in the chest mount, and I looked at the footage after I got home, and it seemed like it done pretty good. So Jazz's bars sits a lot lower than Papa's does here on the Fat Boy. Jazz's bar sits down lower, so that would drop the camera down, and I'm afraid it'd drop it down too low on them bars. But I hope you guys are enjoying everything going on with the channel right now. Like I said, it's, we're still under construction, still got ideas running around in my head. There will come a point in time where we'll miss some Mondays under construction. We're going to miss some Mondays. I haven't yet because I've been trying to hold on to my time spot. Somebody else slip in, take the time slot, which that's fine too if they do. I'm going to stick to my time no matter what. But once I get to where I've got a little more time to do it, I did the throwback videos of the off-road with T-Bone, and I've got a lot of good episodes that just don't have a lot of views on them, or well, I think they're good episodes. But I'm going to end up doing throwback videos, and I'm probably going to try to do them maybe Saturdays. I noticed outside of Motovaughn, Virginia's Community Live, nobody drops a whole lot of videos on Saturday evenings, so Saturdays I've always tried to make it my second day, with Monday always being my primary day. I've always tried to make Saturday my secondary day to drop videos and do lives and stuff like that. I always try to go live on Saturdays, but just don't always have time to go lives. I would like to do more lives, possibly. Again, that's one of those things that's just kind of up in the air right now. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to back out here and let y'all just enjoy this trip down the mountain. You know, guys, I had talked about something in another ride, and of course it's been probably several videos back. I talked about a area's history is just as important. You know, and I don't do this, but I notice a lot of people who ride that on YouTube now. I'm talking about content creators. You know, they take off on the ride and then they will speed up the video. Sometimes I like to look at the area that you're riding through, see pretty views. They'll, you know, which is fine. I mean, that's how they want to shoot their content. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I can always slow it down. But I just wonder what you guys think of that. You like slowing would you rather speed up the video and miss the area just to get to the next talking point, or do you like looking at the areas too? And a lot of times you just don't got nothing to talk about. I mean, you know, it's fine to let dead air go. I know, talking about Recycle Hooligan there earlier, he put out a series of videos where just the camera going. He didn't talk, he didn't say nothing, and those were cool videos. Turned out with some cool views. I like to look at a person's area when they're riding, especially if it's an area, you know, I may not ever got to go to, or even an area that I haven't been to in a long time. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. People say, and I know I've heard people, and I've said it in other videos too, is, you know, you start riding the same road and you're recording on the same road. You know, people get tired of seeing it. Not me, I don't. But that's just me. I know I've got some people who have commented, like right now you can't even see the bars of the tank of the motorcycle. They always want the motorcycle to be in frame. And that's cool too. I mean, I try to always keep the bike in frame, but it's hard to do when you're just shooting the way I'm shooting now. But to me, the bike don't always have to be in frame when you're shooting. But just things that make you scratch your head. Things that make you scratch your head. But I'll tell you what, guys, I think I'm just going to get us on down to our next big pull off here, the last pretty view we got. So y'all just hang tight just a split second.
Through the peaks so high, he roams alone. T-bone rides where the wild winds have blown. A shadow cast on jagged stone. A legend lives where the seeds are sown, carving canyons with his steady hand. The mountain's pulse he understands, through the thunder and the shifting sand. T-bone rides this rugged land. He talks to stars in the velvet night, his steed a whisper of pure moonlight. The echoes follow his fearless flight, through paths untamed and out of sight, carving canyons with his steady hand. The mountain's pulse he understands, through the thunder and the shifting sand. T-bone rides this rugged land. The rivers speak of his fabled name, the fire roars like his burning flame. Every crevice holds his claim, a rider wild, untamed, carving canyons with his steady hand. The mountain's pulse he understands, through the thunder and the shifting sand. T-bone rides this rugged land. He talks to stars in the velvet night, his steed a whisper of pure moonlight. The echoes follow his fearless flight, through paths untamed and out of sight. He talks to stars in the velvet night, his steed a whisper of pure moonlight. The echoes follow his fearless flight through paths untamed and out of sight. The rivers speak of his fabled name. The fire roars like his burning flame. Every crevice holds his claim, a rider wild, untamed. The wind hums low as he strides ahead, through trails where countless dreams have fled. The mountains whisper tales unsaid.
Are we in Tennessee now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did we get into Tennessee? You see Blue Ridge from here?
Be that direction.
What's the elevation right here?
I think you're back down to about the 3,500 foot mark right here.
Take a picture. I gotta send it to my
Huh?
I found the wheat field.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on my ears to pop. All right, guys. So as you can see, we have made it over to the Tellico side. So I think this is a good enough spot to go ahead and call this video shot. I think we got us a good episode out of it. But I tell you what, guys, y'all remember to like and share, comment. If you're new here, go check out some of the older videos in the catalog. And if you like what you see, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. But until the next time, guys, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And hey, thanks for watching.